Good morning. Just got up. A little bit of makeup on. Haven't done anything in my hair. In fact, I can feel it. It's still wet. I'm fixing to go out and feed Molly early. She has a doctor's appointment at 9:15. So she has a cyst on her jaw. She's had it since I brought her home. I haven't talked about it. I haven't brought it up in videos because it's made me nervous. You know, when I got Molly, it was raining. I mean, like heavy rain, and it was freezing. And they, 2 hours to get her. Then we had to get 2 hours home. I think I told all y'all how I chose Molly because she came out to me. When I walked up and the lady left to go do something or talk to the guy on the tractor or something, I can't remember exactly. She just said, they're right in there. Let me run to, and he was on this I don't know if it's her husband, a worker, a kid, I don't know. But there was a gentleman on a tractor backing out of the barn sort of behind the stall where the two calves were. And so I got to the gate and I could see those two little heads looking at me back in that stall. They were just covered, like their whole bodies were in shavings. All you could see were their heads and their little ears. So I went to the gate. When I turned around, it was actually Molly that had come out. And yeah, I could have had a bottle or whatever, but she could have thought I had a bottle. She was just hungry. But she was the one. The other one stayed back in the stall. She didn't even come. The other one didn't come out until the lady got there, came back around. Molly came out and met me. And because it was raining and it was so cold, I didn't give her a once over. She was a calf that was 8 days old, and they had been bottle feeding her for the last 3 days. They had been bottle feeding her. She was wet. She had those marks all over her. So did the other one. I just picked her up and took her to the car. I mean, it was just that fast. And it was a couple of days after having her and getting settled in the shop where she's at that I was out there. I always would love her head and rub her head because I'm like, her head's right there once she's drinking a bottle. But this one day I was actually, when I walked into the shop, she was laying a certain way and just enough of the light was hitting her jaw. And it honestly just sort of looked like pink skin under her little white hair right there. And it, to me, looked like she had rubbed it. Like had rubbed it on something out, And so then when I started feeding her bottle and I was rubbing under her neck and her head and stuff, then I felt my hand just sort of bumped over that bump. And I was like, what is that? And I'm thinking, she hasn't been here long enough to hurt herself. There's nothing to hurt herself in the shop. It was a hard knot. Anyway, I had Dad look at it. Dad, his first instinct was thinking it was like one of those worms that, the flies will lay that. I always thought there had to be an open wound for a fly to land and lay one of those larva things in there. But it's not soft. It's not getting soft like, the worm trying to come out or anything. So I don't know. I don't even know if that's what it is. But I made her a doctor's appointment, and I'm fixing to go out and feed her now. And then give her about 45 minutes, hoping she'll poop between then and when I feed her. And I've already put the tarp in my back seat, and I'm going to load her up and take her to the vet. So I will update y'all when we get done. Let's see you later. We're almost to the vet. She has not laid down this whole time. 20-minute drive to the vet. She won't lay down. She's looking around. So, Molly. Can y'all see her? Molly had her visit. He says he don't think it's anything serious, just a little bit of a growth. To watch her. And as she gets older, see if it does anything that, if it starts causing any kinds of problems, and to bring her back. So praise God, we're okay. I just have a little cow with a knot on her. It's right there. It's like right on that jawbone. Yeah, she's curious about where we're at. She's looking out the window and chewing on the seat belt. Oh my gosh, I love her. We're home. Baby girl laying here in the sun. She didn't pull. She's bad too. Goats are just goats. A goat is a goat is a goat. There's nobody that can say my goat don't do this or that. Look what she did. So I showed y'all the other day how the little ones were, and they were all, well, I say little ones. Frodo and Bilbo weren't the little ones. Well, Bilbo's sort of little. He don't know he's little. But they had chewed on that. But it was up here, stored. She's pulled it completely down off over there and chewed on it more. And she's pulled these seat covers out. I did come out here the other day. Look, I cleaned up all the mess the goats had gotten into. I blew the whole deck off, got all the little goat pellet poop off all the deck. This was not here. I pushed all that hay back up into a pile so she could lay there. That's where she sort of tends to sleep at night. She does things too. She is a, can't say, well, because now she's done got it, she's gonna follow me. That's baby girl. Man, she won't take nothing off of Bilbo, Frodo, Pippin, any of them out there. She goes through. See, when I go out to feed up or to gather the few eggs that they're laying in the goat house, I go through the goat house door and then around and then into the feed room. She comes through the door with me. So next thing you know, she's milling around out there while I'm getting feed ready. You know, just like, well, look, if you can y'all see that? Frodo's way up on the hill again. See him? He's walking. He's back there. There he comes. So he's already back up on the hill. Couple of the little ones are still here. I don't even see Sam. Sam might be gone already too. So you know they're always back. And when they hear me, they come. Sometimes I can sneak out and mill around. They don't even notice me. It's really funny. Sometimes they see me and they watch to see if I'm going to head toward the feed room. If I don't go out toward the feed room, sometimes they'll holler at me. Like, you know, I think they're asking me, are you feeding us? And then sometimes they just come running the minute they see me. But, yeah, she goes through there with me. So she was milling around out there all around the feeder, sniffing at them and this, that, and the other while I was in the feed room. When I come out of the feed room, Sam was the only one who had made his way up. By the time at the time, he was almost to the feed room when I went in. When I come out, her and Sam were headbutting each other. And then when I poured feed in all their bowls, then all the rest of them come running up and she headbutted. It's like she's not taking anything from them. She's going to dish it out. So I guess those poor ferns, they're not going to come back. They're just, all these ferns gone to heaven. She's using it as a scratching post. Anyway, I'm just, look at her laying in that sun. She had a rough morning. Anyway, all right, I'm gonna get this out to y'all, let y'all know about her. I didn't bring up her cyst because I didn't want to at first, you know, it was like, oh, I went and got this calf and she's got a problem already. She's just, you know, what is she, day 17 days old today, I think. She's born on the 21st, January 21st. So I think she's 17 days old. I might be wrong. Might be a day off. Anyway, I'm just praising God that she's okay. And I'm just going to watch the cyst as she grows, see if it gets bigger, see if it moves anywhere. And if I feel like it's doing something, then we'll take her back. And they can always, you know, like you said, they can always cut into it and see if they can't take it out. But he didn't find it necessary to have to do that right now. It's almost noon. All right, look at them. They're both laying beside each other. Can y'all see her over there? She's behind the picnic table. Now that's what Dad's, you know, when he brought her, he was wanting them, they are family. So, all right, I'm gonna get on in the house. Love you guys. Y'all just say quick prayers for her just to make sure. Let's just pray that cyst doesn't get bigger. Let's pray that one day I'm gonna come out and it'll just be gone. That would be amazing. This package came today. Cat's laying on it, but I gotta go do that for gifts and goodies, whatever. It says Kim and Levi on it. Isn't something I ordered. I had to order me a golf cart charger. The golf cart, that's what I said the other day. I don't know if I did a video on that, but I have a friend coming and supposed to come get it, but I wanted to get it charged, and my charger is not charging anymore. And I'm hoping that he can take it wherever he takes it. They can put some knobby tires on it and fix whatever the problem is with it. If it's got some gear situation going on or whatever, just fix it all, because the four-wheeler, as much as I was like so happy when I got that four-wheeler, it didn't really serve the purpose. Like when like right now, if I wanted to tell mom something, I'd get on the golf cart and I'd go. Or if Daniel called and said, hey, we made something, y'all come down here and eat, I would get Levi, we'd get on the golf cart and go. We wouldn't always get in the vehicle. And so having the four-wheeler really didn't work out for that kind of a situation anyway, because I need it to be at least a two-man vehicle. So having the golf cart, it's like I've got an ATV. It's right there. It just needs to be fixed, and it needs to have knobby tires that will get me through mud and not slick stuff they're just going to spin in the wet. So hopefully, but there's not going to be it's not going to do anything, not going to be any good to take it somewhere if the batteries aren't even charged, and that charger has gone out. So I also need to burn that big pile of stuff that me and Levi cleaned up the other day. So I got a few things to do out here, but I'm gonna go find me something to eat. I love you guys. God bless y'all.